turn us up. Hey, it's the DETOUR.
I have a genuine question. For people on this planet that don't talk or are people of very few words, what do? You have to communicate, right? So maybe you're a person of nods or of shaking of the head, or maybe you just give grunts and things, but you know you have to talk eventually, right? I can't be the only person talking in the room because then I feel like a jackass. Have you ever wondered why urinals are white? I've always thought that maybe black urinals, or maybe even, and let's just, try to think outside the box here, maybe yellow urinals would be fine. That way the janitor doesn't have to worry about cleaning it so hard. You know for a fact he's got to get home to his wife, who he probably hates. No janitor is happy. Somebody still has a Michael Myers decoration in their front yard, and it's right next to their RV, and it freaks me out every time because I think that Michael's going to try to invade my car. Or even like people that, because I've worked with people before that have no concept of creativity, all right? Like, I tell them about, oh, I saw this movie, or I heard this great song, or I listened to this audiobook, and they look at me like, what? You wasted your time. Why'd you do that? So then my thought process is, what do you do in your free time? For people that think that movies are stupid, or that music is worthless, or that don't understand the quality of reading an amazing book, or any of these things, what do these people do in their free time? My first thought is maybe build a motorcycle, or, work on their car, or maybe do some gardening, or, they have different passions and abilities, but you do it in silence? It just, that bothers me. Are you so bankrupt in your life that you think that there's just nothing good about creativity because it's just so weird? I think that's the thing that really baffles me, is that there are some people on this planet that just do not understand the beauty of what people have created. Human beings are beautiful. They're incredible. Not to mention, I think that there's also a big group of people that they either think that because they can't be creative, then that means that they just can't take anything in creative. Like, I've had that happen to me before, like whenever I've listened to music and I'm like, oh, like I want to listen to this really awesome State Champ song. And of course there's that passion for me to want to sing along, but I can't keep up with Derek's fucking vocals. He's ridiculous. And I put myself into this mentality of thinking, well, I can't sing it, so I don't want to listen to it. Which is weird because music is there to mainly listen to. We're not here to karaoke along with it all the time. It's to be appreciated. It's to be enjoyed. I don't know. It's something that's just really difficult for me to be able to fathom, is that if you are somebody that is existing on this floating rock in space, that we can disagree about many things. We can disagree about politics, about religion, our origin, the way that society should be, the way to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because that is a really big thing that people get really pissed off about. The next time you're hanging out with somebody that you connect on, talk about how you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and see how fast that friendship falls apart. Because I'm going to say everything right now that might trigger people on how I do this. The way that I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is I take bread, peanut butter, another piece of bread, jelly, put them together, mash it down, maybe have some chips on the sides, and maybe sometimes you put the potato chips on the sandwich and give it a bit of a crunch. But people will get so angry. It's so hysterical. But no, it's just like, but people that don't go to museums, or people that don't take in a good night at a winery with somebody playing acoustic music, or somebody that, like, have you ever just sat down and just done a puzzle? And I'm not talking about that infuriating 10,000 piece one shade of white puzzle, because that's for psychopaths. But you can't tell me that you don't enjoy something on this planet, something that's beyond you, something that is just beyond your understanding, something that can make you go, wow, I don't know how this works, but I don't care, because the man behind the curtain isn't important. I personally think that if you were going to be on this planet for the limited amount of time that we have, because we don't know how much time that we have, why wouldn't you have fun? Why wouldn't you enjoy the things that are around you? Like, people that don't watch movies, I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. I was the kid that watched Jurassic Park and acted out the entire thing because I was so mesmerized by what I was seeing. I got caught up in that wonder. And to this day, I'm still that kid. I'm still like, oh my God, I want to be able to see what's going to happen with this next installment. I've actually had somebody, and I won't reveal who they are, but I had somebody that I was working with at one point that I talked about the reaction channel. I talked about being on YouTube. I was wearing my NF hat at that point. And him and a couple of other guys were asking me, they were like, what's that NF on your hat? What is that? And I said, oh, I'm like, well, that's, a rapper. He deals with mental health and we react to his music. We have a community. We have all of this. And this guy just kind of scoffed and shook his head and just was like, you think you're doing something, don't you? And I won't lie, that really frustrated me. That was something that I was just, I almost wanted to look at him and say, dude, you have no room to talk, man. Like, you sit at home and all you want to do is make money. All you think that there is just money in this world. It's, you know, and it's like, maybe you have close relation with your family, and maybe it's like you have good things, but ultimately you have no imagination. But I can't connect to people that don't have an imagination, that aren't able to nerd out, that aren't able to just get super passionate and talk too much because they get so excited. I want everybody in this world to be able to dive into the things that they love. If you love sharpening colored pencils, then you be the best colored pencil sharpener that there is. Because even in that creates art. Imagination, man, it's something that you shouldn't lose. It's something that you should be able to keep. This is on my mind a lot. It's something I think about. It's something that, you know, that it baffles me that there are people in this world that are not able to still be a kid. That they think that because they pay taxes and they do everything that they have to lose that. I look for the opportunity to be able to race home and to not have to care about anything. I love knowing that there's a way that I can escape, especially using my Oculus Quest, although I don't play it a lot, but that was also because I thought my house was haunted, which it was, and there was also some home invasion stuff. God, we've had a lot of shit happen this year. So having something on the front of my face wasn't exactly, you know, the best idea, because it made me, you know, feel vulnerable, especially if I'm playing the Backrooms game, because no. Oh God, it's fucking it's scary. I can't even speak. It's fucking scary. But I remember, actually, I ended up getting this app on the Oculus called Trip. It's so cool. It's the fact that it allows you to meditate and puts you in different places. You know, it puts you in a grassy field, or it puts you into the streets of New York or Japan, or on a beach, or it's a completely CGI'd thing where you're just sitting in space with these galaxies around you. We're in a time and place as of right now where we have such great technology to be able to be spoiled by the world and to be able to see how it all can go down. Technology excites me. Creativity excites me. Everything about what humans do to entertain ourselves is so exciting. And I never, ever want to miss that. I never want to miss an opportunity to be able to enjoy the things that people have been able to entertain ourselves with, because my God, it's such an awesome thing. I think that's Mom behind me. But no, a sincere question for the audience, for everybody that's watching this right now. What is your favorite way to be creative? What is something that you just cannot wait to get home to do? Maybe you're 40 years old and still put together Legos. Maybe you have a studio in your garage where you can paint. Maybe you like to blow glass. Maybe you like to be able to build sculptures or, you know, carve things out. I'm really curious about it because I want to learn more about our audience and what you guys enjoy. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Adios.